Are we rolling? Hello? Is it on? Oh, yeah, we are on. Hey guys, it's your girl Helena. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to my channel, mine and Kali's channel. Welcome to my IVF journey. I just want to say that I really appreciate you guys tuning in and experiencing my journey with me. So, I'm not gonna go and start from the beginning. If you have been watching this far, you are gonna know that I did have my egg retrieval, and that video was before this video. So if you haven't, if you want to tune in to everything else, please go back, because there's only 2 more videos back and they're all in order. So I just really want to keep this experience as simple as possible, because there's so much information happening and I don't want to confuse you guys. So I'm just gonna go off of what happened last month at my egg retrieval. So it was a crazy day. Like, I had to go in at 9 in the morning, and anyways, long story short, I was not in a lot of pain afterwards. They did give me some medication and stuff, although I didn't need it. I was a little bit sore, and I was just so bloated at that point because of all the shots that I've been taking. At that point, I mean, you can tell on my face back there that I was just like, bleh. I was like huge. But anyways, all that is done. So I'm just gonna skip over to, we got 9 eggs. So 9 eggs have been pulled out of me. Out of those 9 eggs, 7 of them were fertilized, meaning 7 of them went into the fertilization status. Anyway, so this took about like a week from the retrieval to letting me know how many fertilized. It took about 5 days. And I received a phone call and they told me that I had 7 fertilized and that they still need to keep going because a PSG test needs to be done before anything happens with those. So anyways, out of those 7, I had to wait to find out how many of them passed the blastocyst stage, because just because 7 fertilized, it doesn't mean that all 7 of them are going to have the 23 chromosomes that you need to make life. So I received a phone call back. So this is now a few days later, and I'm actually going to read you guys the email that I got to let you know what's happening. So, hi Helena, you have 7 out of 9 that fertilized from yesterday's procedure. We will grow these fertilized embryos to day 5 and 6 and perform a PGS test on the developed blastocysts. And I'm gonna put down here what a PGS means, so you don't get confused. So anyways, that was done, and then I had to wait another couple of days, and finally I received another message, which was the actual blastocyst formation, telling me that, hey Helena, we were able to perform a PGS, and 4 eggs went into blastocyst. So we went from 9 to 7 to 4 now. Now these 4 are gonna go for the PGS test, meaning they're going to be, either grade A or grade B or grade C, which is not used for an IVF. So anyways, I was so excited, right? Like, I had 4, like 4 is a good number, right? So anyways, this PGS test takes about 7 to 10 working days. So like, it was just crazy to wait and see like, and also this test not only does it perform, you know, life, make sure that the embryos have life, but they also give us the sex of the embryos, which I'm not going to mention because I'm gonna try to at least keep something a surprise, right? So anyways, about, you know, 7 days passed and we received a phone call back, and out of those 4, only 2 have actually survived. I was a little bit shocked to have only 2, because I was really hoping that I'm gonna have like at least 3, because we want to put in 2 embryos in one, you know, IVF cycle, a transfer. And you know, just the fact that I didn't have any more, you know, kind of put things into perspective, you know. And then my doctor was assuring me, you know, a lot of people, you know, they just have 1 left, you know, 1 normal one out of all these eggs, you know. And then like I keep thinking of like my friends and my girlfriends like that actually have like, you know, 5 or 6 embryos, like good embryos frozen, you know, like, which is almost unheard of, like if you have that many. So they are definitely really lucky. But anyways, I have 2 of them to work with, and those are the 2 that they have decided to freeze. So those are the 2 that we're going to be transferring, and that's going to be the next video of us thawing those embryos out and putting them inside of me. So that's going to be the next video. But let me talk about this whole procedure for a second. It was just crazy. Like, so from egg retrieval to finding out how many we have left to, you know, going through this whole process, like that's about a month wait. So a lot of times, I don't know if you have gone through IVF or if you're going through it, but you know, in the past couple of years, they have changed a lot of procedures for IVF. They used to do an egg retrieval, and then 5 days later, you know, they do all of this, and then 5 days later they put them inside of you. But my doctor doesn't roll that way. So my doctor is not about that. She does not want to, she wants to wait another month to put me on estrogen and progesterone and steroids and all those things to really make sure that my lining is really thick. Anyways, that whole extra month is like almost like another security blanket. You know what I mean? To make sure that this really happens, because, you know, it might happen after 5 days after egg retrieval, but you know, this is like an extra step, a new protocol that has been, you know, that has started in the past like 1.5 years, maybe 2. So if you are doing IVF, you're probably gonna go through the same steps that I did right now. So from the egg retrieval, so we know we have 2 babies. They're frozen right now across town. Meanwhile, we had to wait for my next cycle to start. So meaning waiting for my next period. So period started. So on the 3rd day of the period, you know, you had to go in again into the office, and this is when they actually take your blood again, and they want to see how low your estrogen is at this point. So remember, this period that I just had, from between egg retrieval and this month, I've been on so much medication. You can only imagine how painful and heavy this period was. Like, it was just, my lining was like so thick. I mean, I was just like bleeding for like a week. Like I couldn't, like, oh my God, like I couldn't go anywhere. Like, it was crazy. I'm sorry for too much information, but hey, this can happen, right? So anyways, I went in and they looked at my lining and they said that my estrogen is down to 45. So they wanted my estrogen to get, you know, for all that lining to go away, to start fresh. So my estrogen was like super, super, super low, which is where they wanted it to be. And then they hit me with all of this medication. So I'm about to go over it with you guys, okay? Look at these guys. I mean, they're pretty crazy. So I'm on a lot of stuff right now. So I'm just gonna go quickly over the things that I'm on right now. Like, this is right now, basically all of this medication right now is before the actual embryo transfer. Meaning that right now, we are tricking my body. We are tricking my body to think that my body has naturally made these hormones to support these embryos. Put an embryo. So this is a thing for my doctor. She doesn't want to risk me putting an embryo inside of me and my body being like, oh my God, what is this foreign object? Dump, AKA miscarriage. You know, we don't want my body to be shocked and be like, well, what is this thing? We want my body to have like this perfect lining, perfect amount of estrogen, perfect amount of progesterone to make sure it can support these babies inside. And basically, when those embryos go in, they have no other choice but to stick to the walls of the lining and like a magnet, you know? So this is what I'm on right now. Obviously, I'm on vitamin D. This is what I have to be on. Clearly, my vitamin D is down. So vitamin D and prenatals, and I probably have to be on this throughout my entire pregnancy. So yeah, see you guys. I am on estrogen and I am on 3 pills a day. These are pretty, 2 milligrams, so I'm taking about 6 milligrams every evening at 9:30. They have to be taken every day. And these are gonna be taken until, I think like you're 20 weeks pregnant or something. Like, I'm not really entirely sure, but I have to keep going on these. So I'm on estrogen pills. On top of these estrogen pills, I am also on estrogen patches. So these go on your bikini line and you switch every 3 days, and they look like this in a little packet. And again, estrogen, estrogen, estrogen. So yesterday I got a phone call. My estrogen is like 275 right now, and that's just a matter of, you know, 5 days, you know. So that's that. In a couple of days, so on the 3rd, so 3 days, 3 days before the transfer, these are steroids pills. They're called, I can't even pronounce this, methylprednisolone oral tablets. But anyways, I'm on steroids. So this is another thing to support your lining and your uterus function. So I'm on that. Every day I have to take an 81 milligram baby aspirin. So I'm on aspirin every day. So with the estrogen, I'm assuming maybe they want to thin my blood a little bit. I'm not actually too sure. But yeah, I'm on this and I'm going to be staying on this every single day. And I'm also on, I know it's a lot. Now this is my regular medication that I have to take every day. I am on levothyroxine. So I have thyroid issues. So basically this is T4 right here that I have to stay on. Now these have to be taken in the morning before any of this stuff is taken. It cannot be taken with prenatals, and it has to be taken every day at the same time with a glass of water. I mean, like, all of this has like this crazy timer. It's kind of like out of control. I don't know how I'm doing it, so but I'm doing it. I'm not done yet. So now let's talk about progesterone. So progesterone is a female hormone. I guess it comes from the family of estrogens, you know, I'm assuming. So a lot of girls that are doing IVF, and a lot of my friends that I have talked to, they have also been on estrogen, obviously, and this you have to be on for 40 days. So, but they had a choice to either take the vaginal estrogen or to do the butt oil, so a shot in the upper buttock area. But my doctor wants me to do both, so I got lucky enough that I am doing both. So I'm just gonna open this package real quick. I don't wanna touch it too much. I'm not gonna open the tip because I need it to stay sanitary. So every evening before bed, I put this inside of my vagina all the way as far as possible. So this cap comes off and there's like a little bubble inside, which is like gel, progesterone gel. You put this guy in right here and you push it all the way inside and discard the rest. So I'm just gonna put this away. So this is done in the evening. This is my evening vaginal progesterone. And they come in a pack of 15, very expensive, about $600 for 15 of these. So hopefully when you get pregnant, your insurance will cover it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to come out of pocket for this. And this is what it looks like. And these have to be taken, the vaginal ones have to be taken until your doctor advises you, but usually I wanna say around 10 weeks on this one. All right, so now the progesterone oil. So this is what the oil looks like. Okay, so with this guy goes in the upper buttock area, which is kind of like right in this area over here. I mean, look at the size of these syringes. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I'm dealing with on a daily basis. So this is the thicker syringe, and this is the one that goes inside the bottle to get the product out. And then you switch it over and put the smaller one on, and this is the one that goes inside your ass. So if you can see it, actually it doesn't hurt at all, but I'm not gonna get too much into this right now. I'm just gonna tell you that I have to take this for the next 40 days. And the next video is going to be me showing you guys exactly how I inject this inside of my body. So stay tuned for that. But I did hear that, I mean, the oil is very painful. Luckily with me, it doesn't hurt when it's going in, but I can feel that it's gonna be very bumpy inside. So you have to like really massage it, or maybe even cold pack it and heat pack it later and all that stuff. But anyways, I'm not gonna go too much into this until I do the next video after the transfer, showing you guys how I do my progesterone. Anyways, guys, so that's it. The most important thing that you have to know right now is that we are waiting for our transfer, and our transfer is in 3 days. Yay! I'm so excited. So in 3 days, when I say transfer, I mean they're gonna, take them out the freezer. They're gonna thaw them out. They're gonna put them in a catheter, and then they're going to put them inside of me, and we're going to get all of this on camera. It's going to be fantastic. So that's gonna be in 3 days. So that's gonna be the next video. Oh gosh, we're just so excited. And we're putting both of the embryos in, which means that we're keeping our fingers crossed. We're keeping our fingers crossed that both of them will take. But all of this medication that I'm on is kind of security enough that they both should, stick to my lining. My lining is really thick right now, and it looks really good. And we were in the office yesterday, and we actually signed like a consent form of them asking us like, how many embryos are you guys putting in, and all at the same time, and do you want to keep any? I'm just like, anyways, I want to put a little clip here so you guys can see it. Signing my consent form, which is basically to let the doctor and the office know how many embryos we want to put in, and everything is like literally happening right now. So I'm about to sign this stuff.
Do I need to sign that, Helena?
I think you do need to sign it.
Oh yeah, I'm the partner.
Oh yeah, you're the partner.
Husband.
You're the husband.
There it is. I I gotta have some say-so in this thing, too.
Yes.
Okay.
And then if you can date it, what's today?
What's this one, too? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so number of embryos currently. Desired number of transfer, 2. Number of embryos to thaw out, 2. What is the stage? Frozen? I don't know that, so I think they're gonna do that. So yeah, guys, this is by consent form, and we are ready to be mommy and daddy. So we'll catch up with you guys. Kali.
This is the face of a nervous incoming father.
Yes.
If you can see my face, I'm so
Can
damn
you see? There you are.
Bye, guys.
The face of a father to be. I know, we're so excited. Like, we're super duper excited.
So yeah, that was us signing the actual paperwork, me and Kali, because our procedure is gonna be on Monday. And yeah, we'll take you guys inside with the camera. We will try to get as much footage as possible. I am going to keep the sex of the babies private. And please pray for us, you know, that we have both of these, because, you know, I don't have any more embryos to rely on. And if both of them don't work, you know, I'm gonna have to do another IVF cycle, meaning all of this starts from the beginning. All the shots, you know, all these pills, another egg retrieval, you know, like another, like, you know, procedure. And it's been, you know, it does a toll on your body, you know what I mean? You're very emotional, you know, you're like a roller coaster of emotions. And I already gained 10 pounds and I have not changed my lifestyle at all. Like, it's not like I'm eating more or eating less or drinking or, you know, doing any of that stuff. I'm just like on mom mode. Like, my body's already like, you know, a freaking 2-month pregnant woman, you know? So, with that being said, again, we really would appreciate you guys' prayers, and thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, you can email me. I'm gonna put my email right here, right there. I'm gonna put it right there. If you have any questions about IVF or things that I went through, feel free to email me. I will be more than happy to share my journey or any information that I have. And we'll see you guys in the next video, which is going to be the retrieval day. And we'll get to take the camera inside and show you guys the whole room and everything that's happening. So I love you guys, and chat soon.